Hello again. Bum, bum. So I just wanted to make a quick story time type video. I just wanted to share a little bit about how I found out that I was pregnant. I know my light is out. It's been out. It's not going to get fixed until we move out. Let me backtrack a little bit. TMI, but I have always had very, very regular periods. So my period was due on March 14th, I believe it was. That was on a Monday. Exactly 1 week before, on Monday, I was at work, I went to the bathroom, and I had a very, very small amount of blood. It was very, very slight spotting, but my first thought was implantation bleeding. But I just had this instinct that that's what it was. So pretty much I waited out the entire week until the day that I was supposed to get my period, which was Monday, March 14th. I went home, I continued on with my regular daily evening routine. I made dinner. My boyfriend and I we eat dinner and then we usually just like relax on the couch if we're not doing anything that night. And so that's pretty much what we did. So I ran into the bathroom when I had to go after dinner, and I obviously peed on the stick. So I went back into the bathroom a little while later. I pulled out the pee test, and it was positive. And by positive, I mean there was just like a slight little pink line going, and it wasn't crazy dark, and I'm not an expert with pregnancy tests or anything, so I kind of was like, maybe it's just kidding. It's, it's not real. I messed up. So then I decided to use a second pregnancy test, but this time I decided to pee into a container. I peed into the container and then I dipped the second stick in. And then I put the second stick again somewhere in the bathroom where my boyfriend wouldn't be able to see it. And then I actually went out to the living room. I sat with my boyfriend for a minute and I googled on my phone false positive pregnancy tests. I put my phone down on the table. He looked at my phone or something, which is not abnormal or weird at all. If one of us needs to look up something and his phone is closest, I'll just pick it up and look. And he was like, "Why are you looking at false positive pregnancy tests?" I kind of just wanted him off my back, and I was just like, "No, I'm just kidding, I just read something." So he literally was like, "Okay, whatever," because honestly I look at that stuff all of the time. Of course, I went back into the bathroom, found the stick that I peed on, and of course it was positive, but this guy was even more positive than the first one. So at that point I took the pregnancy test, actually brought it in the kitchen, I set it on the counter, and put a napkin, I think, over it. And I called my boyfriend in the kitchen. He, of course, comes out and he's like, "What's going on? What do you need?" And I just uncovered the pregnancy test. It was not like a very glamorous reveal or anything like that, but I was so in shock and I guess overwhelmed when I found out that I didn't even think of a different way to tell him. Right after I revealed our big secret, he looked at it, he literally looked at me and got the biggest, doofiest smile on his face and said, "You're having a baby." He just kept hugging me. He kept saying it over and over again. He just kept trying to hug me. And I was still in so much shock that I literally kept pushing him away, and I was like, "Get off of me." I don't know. Don't get excited. I don't know if it's real. We have to go take another pregnancy test. And he just kept saying, "No, babe, we're having a baby. This is a positive pregnancy test. This is what it is." And I was just like, "No, we have to be sure." So this was about 10 o'clock at night. We actually went around the corner to a CVS. First, I took the first early response brand or whatever, and of course it was positive. At that point, we were pretty much like, alright, we're having a baby. So I'm an extremely paranoid person, and for whatever reason, I kept thinking that I was gonna have a miscarriage. I have no idea why I always thought I was going to, or why it was always on my mind, because I've never had a miscarriage before. Those extra pregnancy tests that I had purchased initially, I actually took them periodically over the next couple weeks, up until about maybe my 11th week. But all in all, I probably took around 6 to 7 pregnancy tests in my first trimester. Now that I'm 18 weeks, I feel a lot more comfortable. Now that I've felt like the baby kick and everything like that, obviously it's a good sign. We have ultrasound pictures and whatnot, so I'm a lot more comfortable than I was in my first trimester, because I always felt like something was going to happen. Something was going to be wrong. You know, I was going to miscarry, whatever. Anyway, on a lighter note, yes, that is the story of how I found out I was pregnant. It wasn't anything glamorous, obviously, since I kind of knew I was pregnant and I had like these instincts before I even took a pregnancy test. You know, it was kind of still a shock when I found out I was pregnant, but I kind of knew at the same time. We're very excited, so thanks so much, guys. Bye!